Good morning. Yeah, a little lipstick. Look at that. See what happens when I put on a little makeup? It doesn't go where it's supposed to. Okay, I'm gonna laugh at myself. Happy full moon. It is full moon in Leo. It is, oh, hi baby. It is the wolf moon. And, you not get it? Okay. For those of you who have not heard my little story, I'm not going to make it long, but when I lived at home with mom and dad before, or actually, I had moved out. I can't remember when they got it, but we had a wolf dog. It was 75% wolf, 25% German Shepherd, and his name was Tanika. And he was caged because he was a wild animal, but he came to me this morning while I was in my meditative download time at the very end. So, I love it, Tanika. I miss you. So, 747. Spiritual realization, stability in the building of a strong foundations, mirrored in success, joy, and wisdom. Big one. Stepping into a new timeline, living at your soul purpose. You are an earth angel warrior. You are the front line, communicating the message to many, holding the vision of love, joy, and abundance. Your voice needs to be heard. Spread the love and kindness you desire. Your life is upgrading due to your loyalty and trust in the divine. We see you, and now is time to show others how to break open and be free. Let love lead as we dispel the negative energies. Archangel Michael and Gabriel stand by your side. You will be fruitful as a voice for us. Please soldier on as your path is illuminated for you to show others how to join the light. Shine bright, dear warrior. We see you, we love you, we are you. Be well. Holy shit. This is just craziness. And yes, I've got cards, and then I've got some questions for you guys to answer and write down for yourself today as the full moon. Of course, here in Wisconsin, I can't even see across the street or outside because it's so foggy. So it is truly the spirit coming through today and just saying, shine your light. Even though it's dark out and foggy and nobody can see anything, you go ahead and shine that light. So, we have Moonology, Shine Your Light and Starseed, and Spirit Animal cards. All Oracle, no Tarot. And if those of you that don't know, that's how my journey started back 25 plus years ago, was with numerology and just Oracle cards. I had 2 decks from Doreen Virtue. Angel cards and fairy cards, and I bought them at a place because those are the 2 that jumped out at me. Color of the boxes, but also the names. So Oracle cards are my love, my specialty. It's where I get the most messages and always have. And you know, finally when I decided, oh, there's something to this, here we are. So, show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. What season are we in? What day is it? I couldn't if I tried. Full moon in Aquarius. We're in Aquarius season. It is the first full moon of the year in 2024. Show the real you. The real you. Not just who you pretend to be. Because they're calling you. What are you being called to journey to? Where are you going in your journey? What's happening? Do you know? That's what we're supposed to be doing right now. Activated Earth. Power plays ley lines. Trust for your life. If you don't know what ley lines are, go look it up. Google it. Starseeds, light workers. We are placed strategically all over this planet for a reason. This is part of it. They're asking you, though, what do you need to release? What is still weighing on you? Tonight is that. I'm going to give you the questions out of the book that I'm kind of studying and pulling some stuff from. But it's going to be a big release night. Because, Starseed, what lights you up? What do you get excited about when you think about doing something for yourself? I ask this question a lot. If you were financially supported, what would you do? How would you give back? How would you be that person for the collective? What would you do? What gifts would you share? It's time to have big picture thinking. It's a Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. What can you pick up and do? Even if you do it just a little bit each day. Again, I need to have a day, I think, where I get on and we do a Canva map. And we figure out, who you are and what you're doing. I have mine and I look at it every day and all the little things that I do every day to incorporate so that I'm happy every day. I choose happiness. It's a choice. Don't wait for others to dictate how you're going to feel. Don't wait for something to happen or the other shoe to drop. You decide when you wake up in the morning and say, you know what? One of the things I generally say, and I learned this from a fellow reader, is please show me a day in my highest timeline. Please. Because a new start is coming. Look at all those pretty colors. The new start is here. Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. She came out the other day. So she is definitely here guiding this transformation for all of us to understand that there is a new world being birthed right now. And it's starting right now. Right now. Empathetic starseed. Energetic sovereignty. Absorbing what's not yours. So this is where your discernment needs to come in. When you start feeling heavy, you start feeling lackluster, you start feeling, what the hell? And I have to say, you guys, today, I think is the first day I actually feel almost 100% after being sick for almost 2 months. So my body must have shed so many things, and I had this lingering pain over here from all the coughing. It's finally subsided. So, absorbing what's not yours. Because there is a win-win. Things are going to come into balance for you. Bright shining light in the background here. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution and expression. What am I doing every day? Sharing my voice. Giving you the tools, giving you the things that you need to do to make the transformations in your life like I did. And your journey is going to be different than mine. And you're not going to be able, to think that the exact same things are going to happen, but I can at least give you an idea of what it took for me to get where I'm going. And that for me is the big part of it. Okay. And senior moment. Whew, they come on strong sometimes. And that's hilarious because right before the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. So, if you're starting to have physical things in your body that are feeling and changing, and you're feeling that within yourself, that's a good thing, because what's happening is they're working on you while you're sleeping. Rest time is the time where you upgrade, where you meditate, where you bring in the things that you've been truly working on and wanting to get to. That's when it starts. But you have to start. You have to want to have that connection with them. And if you don't sit down and at least have some time with them, how can they communicate to you? How can they talk to you? That little voice in your head that you hear sometimes, it's very quiet to some of you, that's them. They're trying to get in. It's like, come on, let me in there. Let me get in. I know you're good. I know you've got a good soul. But why aren't you doing anything to help yourself? Why are you sitting in your addictions? Why are you sitting in your pity party? Why are you sitting in the things that you just keep chasing your tail round and round and round and nothing changes. Insanity, right? A time to give rather than to take. This morning, in about half hour, I'm going to go take my neighbor grocery shopping. She had surgery. So this is one thing I try to do, is on the full moon days, is to go out and do something of service, at least in the morning. And, beyond me getting on here and talking and whatnot, but doing something. And you should be doing that at least a couple of times a week, if not more. Charity work, I try to do it once a month. I haven't done as much, over the last month because I was still trying to recover and get better. But, start thinking about others. Because, and as I read, Archangel Michael and Gabriel stand by your side. Protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. You're remembering what you've done in all these lifetimes prior. You're starting to remember the gifts that you have if you're tapping in. Now I'm talking to these people in this collective that have done the work on themselves. The individuals that have decided that, you know what, there's more to this life than just working and giving your money to the government and barely getting by. There's more to life than that. Because you got the love. Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Why are you not setting your boundaries? I don't care if they're family. I don't care if it's a friend of 50 years. You're going to know where boundaries need to be set when you feel tired and drained when you spend time with these individuals. Your money is always depleting when you're around these individuals. And it's a negative conversation every time you're with them. Those are people you need to set boundaries with because they're here just to take. Okay? Or at least limit the time. Because you need to believe in the impossible. It's time to take action. It's time for you to hold your vision of what you want to do for yourself. Not for anybody else, for you. And this is called not letting other people dictate what you do in your world. You're an adult, aren't you? Because I know these videos are for 18 and over, so regardless if you're 18 or you're 75, you're an adult. Just at different stages of your life. And you should all be learning about what you want to do, where you want to go, what life is going to encourage for you, okay? Because it is the great gathering, and you are calling in your soul family. Because it is the age of light. We're going to shine. See what they're doing? Bring it in. See that? Bring it down. Bring it down to you. Bring it down into you. Bring that light into your body. Let it shine. Trust your path. Beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. I am, and I know that. So, my fellow ones that are, get on it. I'd love to see you. I'd love to see who you are. I'd love to see the real you. I've got some beautiful ones that, we talk weekly. Sometimes more. But it's a beautiful bond because we've been longing for home. And you need to forge and not follow. Find your own path. It's illuminating. Look at. Because the earth, the new earth, it takes some time in nature. Okay? So we pulled a few spirit animal cards. Need to clear out the clutter. Today is that day. Okay? Know your worth. Be loyal to what you love. Be loyal to you. Who do you spend the most time with? Yourself. Nobody else. You know what's right for you. Don't let other people dictate that for you, okay? So, some questions for you. This is the book, The Grace in Aging by Kathleen Darling Singh. Been my read lately. And I don't read like other people from cover to end. I read skip here, there on what I'm told and where to go. I kind of do the, oh, okay, let's go there. Been that way my whole life, except if it's like a good fiction novel and I got to get the story. But even then, I'll get partway into the book and then I'll go to the end. I'll read the end and then I'll go back. Been that way all my life. I'm different. I've accepted it. So, in the chapter that talks about spiritual inventory, if you want to identify me, ask me not where I live or what I like to eat or how I comb my hair, but ask me what I am living for in detail. Ask me what I think is keeping me from living fully for the thing I want to live for. Thomas Merton. So here are some questions. What is the essence of your practice? Meaning, what are some everyday things that you get up and you do for you? What do you do for you every day? So, here's a few, quite a few, but what do I need to clear up or let go of to be more peaceful? What are my resistances to vulnerability? Why do I have a hard time with that? What are my resistances to being fully present? What are my distractions? I had some this morning, I had to walk away, and then I came back. What are my fears? How thorough is my forgiveness of others? Are you only forgiving to a point? Remember, forgiveness is for you. Doesn't mean you have to forget. You just forgive, because if you don't, it stays with you and then it builds up in the body and you can feel it. How thorough is my forgiveness of myself? Have you forgiven yourself for the things that you've done wrong? That's a tough one. That one took me a long time. How deep is my gratitude? Well, my gratitude is every morning when I wake up. Thank you for another day. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for giving me this life to show others that kindness and love are truly the basis. How generous is my heart? I have no idea what that was, but some sort of something. I don't. Did you hear that? No. How honest is my self-inquiry? Where do I want to look? Or do I hold back from love? How easy am I able to be with any kind of unease, disappointment, pain, or suffering? What are my aversions? Where do I cling? Where do I limit my identity? Have I nurtured patience with myself and others? How spontaneous is my compassion with myself and others? Am I ready to set aside judging? This is a big one, you guys. Keep track of, on a piece of paper, every day until you stop doing it, on when you're critical of yourself or other people. And it can come down to something as little as, oh, did you see what they were wearing? Or, did you see what kind of car they're driving? Are you a judgmental asshole? Don't do it. It's not your business. Let them be who they are. Do they affect your life? Does it matter? Let people be who they want to be. It's not up to you to tell people who to be. It's your job to show them love and kindness. What are the stories that you tell yourself? How harmless am I? Do you bring harm to others? Do you intentionally go out to look for ways to sabotage and hurt others? Then this isn't your channel. Please click off. What helps me experience the presence of spirit? What do? I get up every morning and I call them in, and I have meditation time with coffee, and I sage and I clear the energies that may have come in, because I sleep with my window open at night to get the cool air, even in winter, just a little bit. And what keeps me from living in that presence? Why are you holding yourself back? Why are you not showing the world the real you? It took me a very long time. I'll be 57 next month. But you know what? I'm happy. I'm calm. I'm content. People can't get at me like they used to. I will not, I don't care who you are, give up my peace to take on your shit, your karma, your crap. Because you know why? It's not mine. I've done the work. I've made the journey through. Let me tell you, there's some pretty dark times. Didn't know how I was going to make it. Didn't know how I was going to pay for things. Didn't know how I was going to do a lot of things. But in the end, what never wavered was my trust in the divine, in God, in my spirit guides. Got new ones joining all the time. And I'm like, ooh, who are you? Please tell me. And the good part about it is, you guys, is you're never alone. Even when you are physically alone, you're never alone. So, go do something beautiful for yourself. Crystals, water in the windows. Write down some of those questions in the journal. Get rid of the shit. Today is a big release day. I've been kind of releasing all week, which has been good. But tonight, I think the full moon is this afternoon sometime. But as we go into that, remember, you have an army of support around you. But you gotta want to tap into it. And you gotta be loyal, steadfast, and let love and kindness lead in your life. So, go be you, have good intentions, and lead with love. I love you all so much, and have a beautiful day. I'll see you.